burn is, then now you can take your dressing. You can take your dressing and now cover the affected part. And then you take your casualty to hospital. Of course, you have the polythene paper first, so you don't want it to get stuck on the burn. So you cover and take your casualty to hospital. The end result here is this casualty must go see a doctor.
Florence, step by step.
Okay.
Step. Calm down. Pole, pole. I've seen you trying to wrap it around, but first tell us how this wrap should look like. First.
So now, allow me to just improvise using this same polythene paper that I had, that had my dressing. Okay. So I'll just tear it apart so that I can get a wider part of it. Okay. So if my burn had happened here on my hand, I'll take my water, irrigate or just pour until it cools down for at least 10 or 20 minutes. And if I say I'm not feeling any pain, then that's okay. You take your polythene paper or your kitchen film, whichever you have readily available with you. Remember we said first aid, we use the readily available materials.
Okay.
So you take your polythene where the burn was after cooling, okay? You place it, then you'll take your bandage and cover it loosely on top so that it does not get stuck. It does not get stuck on the burn. And then you take your casualty to hospital. Yes.
This is a second degree burn or third degree?
This is for all types of burn. So now with a first degree burn, we might not need to take them to hospital, not unless this casualty is complaining of still severe pain. Okay, remember first degree we said iron boxes, when you're cooking the kitchen, the pot, hot pot, then you just touch it and it affects you. Sunburn, for example, also falls under first degree burn. So you just take them to a shady place if it's sunburn. You cool them down, then if you can give them a hat or a cape, then if we normally recommend using of sunscreen. So sunscreen is not just for white people or people with albinism, okay? Everyone should use a sunscreen to protect yourself from getting the radiation burns. Yes, so the second degree burn with the blisters, we say do not pop them. Okay, the third degree burn where the skin is completely burnt and you see it like, you see how you do a barbecue of nyama choma? Yes, so the skin might end up looking like that with the black spots around the area. So that one you will cover together with the second degree burn and take your casualty to hospital.
So should this be just a regular cloth, or there's a way it should look like?
So any cloth that you're going to use, as long as you don't put it directly on the burn, we want to prevent this cloth from getting stuck on the burn. If it gets stuck on the burn, it means the removal process is also going to be painful as well. Yes.
So when you say sometimes with third degree burn, the victim may not feel pain as compared to, you know, a second degree. Why don't they feel pain with third degree? So
with the third degree burn, you're saying this has gone deeper into the nerves and the tissue. So probably the nerves are even burnt completely. They'll not feel that painful effect. Yes.
So let's say a fire comes up, you know, in a building. The first instinct is always panic. So what is the first step that someone should take when, you know, a fire breaks out in a building? So
if fire breaks out in a building, first thing is to shout, fire, fire, and just to alert people. I know we'll tend to panic and start screaming, running in the room. You're advised to lie low or crawl as low as you can so that you move to the nearest exit. Remember, hot air rises, and if you're shouting, you might end up now having burns to your airway in case you inhale the hot fumes and flames. You might end up also having burns to the airway, which is also a very severe case now when it comes to burns. So with burns to the airway, burns to your face, burns to your genitals, we say you treat them as serious as possible, because they may end up leading to either disability or permanent damage later on in life if it's not well taken care of. Yes.
So what mistakes do you see